The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, here's Lamar. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Lamar off to play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board. And the first drive as a defense. And now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third and long for him here. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Christian Barmore with the play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Another carry for him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Ravens will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. First down throw for Jackson. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Play fake, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, he got free. Escapes the pocket. Jukes one defender. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll start this drive out, first and 10. They'll run here on first down. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10 now. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And that will not be enough for a first down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond the 3 and out.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A.J. Cole on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be their football. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So it's 2nd down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st down, Ravens.
From the gun, Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down. And again, it's Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Bails out of the pocket quick. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. Finds a man, right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
From the 38. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lamar out of the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. He found some space. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders in need of some points before the break. They give it to him again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he's taken down at the 30.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Completed to his running back. Broke through the tackle, and he's able to take this one down to the 25. They get 6 and a first down as well.
I'm sure Coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's down to the 8 before going out. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Quick to the left, it's caught. And in for the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. It's caught. This is Tyjae Spears. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out.
speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
He fires one deep down the middle. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Ravens take a lead on the final play of the half. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking his shot deep down the field, and he hauls in the interception. Christian Gonzalez has it. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a quarterback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Pistol snap to Jackson. Chased out to his right. Finding Flowers. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Baseball's cut by Bowers. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here's the snap on 4th. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Raiders get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to the well again. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
6 DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. He throws a bullet to the center of the... Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Reed's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Lamar throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Already a little work left to do by taking that sack, but you still got 2, maybe even 3 shots to go get it. Touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Very much in play on the next couple snaps.
Lamar now from the gun. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. In disaster averted, he knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Desperation time here on 4th. He puts some juice on a deep... Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. While you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. Instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets this to Slayton. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Throwing now on 1st down. And they pick him off again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Ravens can rest easy with a 3-score lead. First and 10 from the 41. Lamar out of the pistol. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Offense to the line for second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. This is reeled in by Reed. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on a curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, kid. It gets better the longer it matures. But that court came out a little early that time, and it was only a small gain.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They're throwing it. He's got Shaheed. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Gonzalez has it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.